You mean I stopped and started again? I don't remember. I'm sorry. So, this is April, and it is just one of the most trying times, in a way, for those of us who kind of live for summer. But I'm just going to share with you some of the beauty of the burgeoning spring into summer. And look at our sky. Like, it's so amazing. It's so beautiful here. And so I've been trying to get out as much as possible and just take in the beauty and practice my sacraments of movement and community with neighbors who go on walks with me, and gratitude and mindfulness, paying attention to the beauty, being aware and conscious of the beauty, the very miracle of just existing, and being able to see, smell, hear the wind chimes. You get the point. And offer gratitude, practice gratitude. Because all of these things are a practice, right? We practice our mindfulness, our movement, our food habits, our community, our gratitude, our time in nature, which I overlooked to mention, but obviously I'm out in nature, so there you go. And obviously rest is part of just relaxing in nature. And so here we are, resting, offering gratitude, moving, engaging with neighbors, taking in the mindfulness of being, and never forgetting to push our bodies. Now, I did tell you guys that I was going to check out a particular fitness instructor, and her name is Tracy Anderson, and you can find her workouts on YouTube. I tried doing some of them with her. Some of this is part of it, and I really enjoy it. But there's like, she goes for a long time. There's one that I tried to do that's like 50 minutes. And I'm not really sure what she's doing with her body sometimes and her arms and stuff, but it's definitely a sick workout if you want to get really sweaty and warm. I can't do the whole thing. Like, I had to take breaks and drink water, but I would definitely encourage looking into it. The one caveat, or I guess criticism, that I might have of it is the repetitive motion can be a bit on your joints, and some of her movements are just really repetitive, over and over and over and over, repetitions. Other than that, I'd say, yeah, check it out. I've also found another woman whose workout I think might be kind of more in sync with what my training in ballet was. And so I'm going to try her out, and I'll tell you about her once I've tried out her workouts a little bit. So eventually I just kind of want to put together like a hodgepodge of stuff that works for me. And that's really how I work out. I really just intuitively move my body and target muscle groups. And a lot of this really just came through my ballet training, because classical ballet training is, in my opinion, one of the best things you can do for your body. So, yeah, just thought I'd mention that and give a shout out to that lady, Tracy Anderson. So, not that she would ever hear of me, but I mean, the woman has a serious brand and enterprise. So, do check it out and see if it works for you. She's in great shape and she's just adorable. But anyway, look here. So, here's the ups and downs of our weather. It will be 70 degrees one day and snowing the next. It's just so frustrating. But it's beautiful, and once again, I try to offer the gratitude for the beauty, the moment, be in the moment, like this just is. And so, even though it's cold and uncomfortable because we're getting used to the warm, the snow is still so beautiful. And I think we have quite a picturesque scene coming up, if I'm not mistaken. A little toasty fire here. I love my fireplace. I burn fires fairly frequently. Yeah, here we go. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just, it looks like just a painting or something. It's so phenomenal. The only problem is that because there's little tiny leaves and buds, the branches can get weighed down really heavily. And some of my buds closest to my apartment, to my patio here, on that big tree got damaged. And so they're not as full of leaves as they were, but I think they'll recover. And maybe this is a good lesson, like, in just tenacity and recovery. And here we have, of course, the full moon in Scorpio in April. I believe this was the 22nd. I think it was perfectly full on the 23rd, but I was able to capture it this night. The next night it was fully cloud cover, so. But isn't that beautiful? Oh, it does kind of have a pinkish tinge, doesn't it? Just barely, but wow. Yeah, how about you? Did anybody else feel anything like clarity or a falling away of old things that you no longer need during this full moon? That's kind of what the astrology people have been saying, and I think I'm feeling it, but I'm still constantly on the lookout or in search of clarity. And I think because I have so many things that interest me. Does anybody else struggle with this? Here we go. Here's my green leaves again. So you can see how bipolar our weather is. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, so many different things just intrigue me and pull me. And I don't know. I'm kind of trying to figure out what I should really throw myself into next. Do I want to go back to school? Do I want to apply for a PhD? Am I really, really up for that? Because that's a lot. That's a lot. And so I'm open to, maybe I just need to know how badly I want it, or maybe it's no longer my passion. I just don't know. Because I'm still very drawn to that at times, but at other times it feels like it might be a bit too much. The thing about school for me now is the anxiety. That makes being in school feel like my life is not my own, and I'm just checking off boxes in my syllabi to get through, and then to the end of the semester, and then the next, and I don't look forward to that at all. So I just don't know. I'm open, but I may need to find just another way, my own way, to bring what I think I have to offer to the table. We'll see.
Where are you going to send it to? Police
department. Are you missing a head?
Forensics. Hello.
Fox 31.
Look what I saw. So, something that I forgot to mention talking about the Tracy Anderson workout is that her focus is on not large muscle groups, but accessory muscle groups. And so that's one of the differences from a regular workout that tends to focus on like quads, hamstrings, biceps, etc. Oh, well, I was looking to see, I was about to start again. I had to look to see if there was a repeat.
No, earlier you went da 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 dee dee, and then you went dee dee dee.
You mean I stopped and started again? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Right. So why don't you start all over again?
Okay, the scale.
Yeah. No, no, no.
So you see again the blue sky and the green leaves, and pick up on just how spring is kind of a turbulent dance between winter and summer, vying for power and victory. And here is a little gift that was given to me by a neighbor who's a producer of these candies. I shared with a friend instead, but I have enjoyed them before. They're very mild. And we had our first hailstorm today. Hail. Hail and blessed be, as we await Beltaine. Thank you so much for being here and waiting with me.